Today's gospel passage that we're looking at today is from Luke's Gospel, the 6th chapter, and it is a moment that is of incredible consequence for Christ and for all of us. He goes to the mountain to be with God, to be with his Father, to find peace and make certain that his way and what he is about to do and what he's about to embark on that will change the world is good, and he is strong. He comes down from that mountain and gathers those with him that are going to walk that difficult journey. His 12 apostles, including the one that would betray him, Judas. And he gathers them and walks to a plain. And in Luke's Gospel, the Beatitudes are proclaimed from the plain. In Matthew's Gospel, it is the gospel he preaches from the mountain. And yet here we are, right now, at this moment where he is about to proclaim what is going to happen. Our salvation is at hand. The change that he is bringing into the world is about to be revealed. All of the prophets, all of those who came, Moses and the rest and Abraham, all are pointing to this moment where he begins to make clear who we are and who we are as a people. All of our journey is wrapped up right now. The difficult moments that need to be healed, the illnesses that we hold both in mind and body and spirit are about to meet the moment where they can be healed. This is that time where all that has been, that pointed to this moment, is about to be spoken of. The Beatitudes, the blessings that are a part of the Old Testament, the 10 Commandments now are completely revealed in all of its glory and of what we are about to read tomorrow. But we must deal with today. How are we preparing ourselves to be changed? How are we preparing ourselves to accept the newness of Christ's message? How do we get away from those bad habits, those pet peeves that we cling to that cause us to be away from what God has called us to be? All of those bad habits, those ill-gotten things, those pet peeves that cause us to react to our neighbors in ways that are not holy, that are not blessed. How do we do that? This is this moment right now as we prepare ourselves for the coming of the Lord. How do we do that? How do we stop having those moments where somebody pushes our button and we fly off the handle? How do we prepare ourselves so that it doesn't happen? How do we handle it when somebody pushes our button? Well, if you didn't have buttons, nobody could push them in the first place. So we are about the business of erasing those pet peeves, those buttons, and replace them with love, kindness, generosity, and forgiveness. That's what we're called to do. Not to have any buttons. Not have anything that people can push that causes us to act in ways that we are not called to act. To think in ways that we are not called to think, but to be open to the idea that every single child is a child of God. And every button that we have, we can control. We have to take responsibility for who we are, how we act, how we respond. If you don't have any buttons, nobody can push them. If we don't have any peeves that we pet, we won't have any. We are responsible for our kindness, our goodness, our forgiveness, because someone has forgiven us. This is the moment where we begin to understand what blessings are all about. So that when when we wake up, we can say, Lord, what are we going to do today? Hallelujah.